Hey everybody, hopefully you're having a great weekend so far. We started off with some cloud cover this morning along the coastline. That has since cleared out pretty nicely, but an interesting setup over Southern California as we look at the weather picture. A couple of things stand out. First of all, high pressure is settled just to our east over the Four Corners region. That's still driving in an influx of monsoonal moisture, not in the way of showers and thunderstorms, but it's helping to bring the humidity levels up just a bit. And then notice offshore, there is a tropical system that we're keeping our eyes on. It's headed towards the north now. That will continue to pull in extra humidity. So bottom line, it's going to feel a little uncomfortable, a bit sticky out there over the next couple of days. Speaking of the marine layer, here's how it looked this morning. Again, it was along the coastline up to that I-5 corridor. It's cleared out. And then now as we get closer to say 5, 6 o'clock, it'll start to make its way back on shore. And just like last night, we'll start to see some of the low cloud cover, maybe even a bit of patchy fog. Tonight, the marine layer should mainly be confined to our coastline. All right. Temperatures tell a story. They're sort of where they should be for this time of year in terms of averages, but because it feels more humid outside, it also feels a little hotter. So right now, 74 degrees in Carlsbad, 76 downtown San Diego. Our mountains are mainly in the mid-80s. Out in Imperial County, triple-digit heat, 109 in Brawley, 108 in El Centro. Ocotillo is at 104 degrees, and Salton City is at 107 late this afternoon. If you're heading out and about downtown for Saturday night plans, Pride festivities going on, here's what we can expect temperature-wise. We stay pretty warm and muggy all night long. Marine layer also helps to keep a cap on some of the temperatures, so expecting upper 60s to around 70 degrees here through 10, 11 o'clock, and then dipping back into the mid-60s past midnight. And tomorrow morning, we'll start off in the mid to upper 60s for most of us along the coastline. Just like today, the marine layer will be there during the morning, and then it looks like by mid to late afternoon, skies will be sunny along our beaches, mid-70s there along the coast, mid to upper 80s inland. Tomorrow is going to be the start of a very slow warming trend that you'll see in just a second on the extended forecast. Triple-digit heat out in the deserts and through Imperial County, about 110 tomorrow afternoon, Salton City, Brawley 109, El Centro 109 as well. All right, heading into Monday, things change just a little bit for us. That slow warming trend kind of continues, but at the same time, we're tracking that tropical system offshore. It's going to bring in some high-level cloud cover. So you may see some high clouds throughout the day on Monday, partly to mostly cloudy for most of our areas. That could keep temperatures down a tick, but still, we're going to be talking about temperatures back in the mid to upper 80s for the I-15 corridor, triple-digit heat out in the deserts and through El Centro. And Tuesday morning and maybe into Tuesday afternoon, some of that tropical high-level cloud cover will start to kind of hang around, at least through the first part of the day, and then clear out towards the afternoon. If you are headed out to the beaches to kind of escape this mugginess and you're planning on getting in the water here tomorrow, something to keep in mind is a high surf advisory begins at 5 p.m. It continues through all day Tuesday for the possibility of waves 4 to 7 feet. Here's the part I want you to pay attention to. Some of the sets we could see are up to 8 feet for our south to southwest facing beaches. And again, that is because of that tropical system offshore that is going to be bringing in the extra waves and also a high rip current risk. So the rip current forecast for tomorrow is high all across the San Diego County coastline and northward into Orange County as well. So obviously strong swimmers and surfers only. As we look ahead beyond this weekend, notice that slow warming trend I talked about here on the 7-day. So instead of the 70s, we're talking low 80s for the coast the middle of next week. Still staying humid. No matter how you look at the forecast, all of our zones are going to be pretty sticky here. In the valleys, that warming trend will be more noticeable. So tomorrow we're in the mid-80s, upper 80s by Monday, 90 degrees by Thursday. So it is going to be quite warm. Overnight lows also in the upper 60s to right around 70 degrees. Our mountain communities also feeling the warm up, possibly most significantly here. Again, 86 on Sunday, 90 for Wednesday, 91 on Thursday and Friday. Some signal that monsoonal moisture will try to creep in towards the end of the week. So we're holding at a 30% chance of a few isolated showers and thunderstorms Thursday and Friday across our mountains. And in Imperial County, triple-digit heat is likely here for the next couple of days, about 105 to 110 for most of our spots. And then by Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, dangerous heat is expected as high pressure moves a little closer to us. We're talking about 110 through about 113. So not out of the question that we could see some excessive heat warnings or a heat advisory reissued for that time.